I accidentally opened my boss's personal email. Now I know the company is shutting down in 30 days and no one else has been told. 3 weeks ago I made a mistake that's keeping me up at night. I wasn't snooping parent. I swear it was an accident that could happen to anyone. I am the executive assistant to James Harrington, CEO of Meridian Publishing. We're a mid-sized company with about 140 employees, many who've been here for decades. My job includes managing James's emails, calendar, and travel arrangements. I've been with him for 4 years and he trusts me completely. That Tuesday started normally. James was in back-to-back meetings and I was clearing his inbox as usual. He has 2 email accounts per his work email, james.harrington@meridianpub.com, and his personal diary that I rarely touch unless specifically asked. Both accounts were open on my computer because earlier that morning he'd asked me to forward him a personal Amazon receipt to the accounting department. I was juggling multiple tasks, part confirming his flight to Chicago, ordering lunch for his 1 p.m. meeting, and responding to emails when a new message notification popped up. I clicked it without looking at which email account I was in. The subject line read, RE, an acquisition, Timoline and severance packages. It was his personal TR, and before I could close it, I'd already seen too much. The email was from Victor Chen, CEO of Paragon Media Group, our biggest competitor. The message referenced previous discussions about Paragon acquiring Meridian Publishing, with a timeline showing our company would be dissolved within 30 days. All intellectual property and top-selling titles would transfer to Paragon, while 80% of staff would be let go with 2 weeks severance. My heart stopped. I've known these people for years, part Diane in accounting who just took out a mortgage, Marcus in design who has a baby on the way, the entire marketing team who just pulled all-nighters for our fall catalog launch. I quickly closed the email and tried to forget what I'd seen, but how do you unsee something like that? For days I watched James walk through the office, smiling, asking about people's weekends and their kids, the same people whose livelihoods he was secretly negotiating away. In meetings he enthusiastically discussed projects that would never see completion and approved budgets for initiatives that would never happen. Last week we had a company-wide meeting where he announced record sales for the quarter and handed out performance bonuses. He looked everyone in the eye and said, Meridian's future has never been brighter. I sat in the back feeling physically ill. I've drafted resignation emails every night but haven't sent them. I need this job, part my mother's medical bills aren't going to pay themselves, but every morning when I greet my coworkers I feel like I am betraying them. Yesterday James asked me to book a conference room for a special announcement scheduled exactly 30 days from now. Then he asked me to quietly compile updated contact information for all employees for the new company directory. When I handed him the list he thanked me and said, you are the only one I can really count on here, Melissa. I almost broke down right there. This morning I overheard Lisa from HR talking about buying a new house. She was excited about using her retirement savings for the down payment because Meridian is so stable. I had to lock myself in a bathroom stall for 10 minutes. The worst part, James has specifically mentioned to Victor that I'll be one of the few kept on through the transition because of my discretion and loyalty. I am being rewarded for qualities I no longer feel I possess. I've considered anonymous emails, leaving printouts in the break room, or even creating a burner account to message everyone, but the email was clearly marked confidential and I'd be violating my NDA. I could be sued. And who would hire an assistant known for leaking confidential information? So I smile during the day and stare at my ceiling at night, watching the clock tick down to an explosion only I can see coming tomorrow. The design team is presenting their concepts for next year's catalog PERT, a catalog that will never exist. They've been working weekends on it for months. I don't know how to look them in the eye anymore. I don't know how to live with myself either way. What would you do if you were me?